Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now you've seen a few MTH G-scale or 1 gauge SD70ACe reviews. So this is not going to be a full review by any means. This is just going to be a show and tell. If you want to see unboxings and the full videos, be sure to check out my previous video just by searching MTH G-scale and JLWII 2000 should bring it right up. We've looked at the big boy, we've looked at a few different SD70ACes, including the George Bush 4141 you could probably see in the background. We are in my sunroom right now in my house. And there's also a Denver Rio Grande, a UP flag version, and lots of other SD70ACes from MTH. Yes, MTH is still around. They are still producing some O scale and some 1 gauge or G scale. Now 1 gauge in G scale is 1/32 instead of 1/29. 1/29 scale is a little bit bigger, so you know this can run with that 1/29 stuff. It just is a little different. So as I mentioned in my previous reviews, the G scale SD70ACe can be ran on DCC or DCS. And I've got it running on DCC with my old ESU, can't believe this is old now, but it's the ESU cab control system. And I've got it programmed, so it's pretty much good to go. All I'm going to do in this video, because it's a show and tell video, is start it up, go through a couple of different sounds, and that is it on this. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get this fired up next. So with MTH, to fire up a locomotive, you hit F3. We'll do that. Here's the bell. This also has smoke. It's going to be really hard to see in all this light in here, but there is a smoke unit installed, and there are a headlight, a little touchy on the movement there. You can see the number boards are lit, headlight and rear light. Try to move at 1 speed step here so you can see it does have some pretty good slow speed control on the locomotive. I don't have much room to go. My G-scale layout on the porch is set up. You may have seen some videos run on that on my Facebook page, but we had a windstorm and knocked some stuff apart, and I've got to clean the track before we use it again. See, when you go forward, gotta have the headlight on and ditch lights, and then the ditch lights flash. Now that can be changed, I think, in the DCS, because that's not really correct for G-scale, or for not G-scale, for UP, but you know, G-scale is a little more looser on that type of thing. Still a really, really cool unit, you know, the UP on each side of the number boards. There's a cab light on the interior. There's cab interior with the little crewman you probably see there. And a lot of what you find on an MTH HO scale locomotive. So really neat. I got remote couplers. You just heard the crew chatter. Remote couplers and such. So really cool locomotive. Well, that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. This is just a show and tell of sorts. And you hear the fan that runs the smoke unit. But overall, really cool locomotive. The older style of the Heritage units before they got the PTC. So far, George Bush, Denver, Rio Grande, Southern Pacific has been released. Let's cross our fingers and pray to Andy and that Andy Edelman at MTH. And let's not forget Rich either, that they produce the other ones, because I think it would be very, very cool to see those other ones produced. And then you have the Heritage unit, the Heritage fleet from UP in G-scale. So definitely something that would be cool to run and cool to have maybe as a display piece as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick look. Like I said, if you want a detailed look, be sure to check out my full review on these. These are in stock at Train World, several different schemes, BNSF, NS. There was several, I think CSX, and then this SP Heritage. So they didn't release just one scheme, and you can find them at any really 1 gauge or G scale dealer. But MTH, I go through Train World just like through most of my stuff, and Train World is who delivered this quickly, safely, and securely with no broken parts or anything. Just a beautiful locomotive. Look at the brake chain detail too. Just absolutely stunning locomotive. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.
Many of the products you see in this video are available at trainworld.com. Since 1968, this family-owned business has been serving the needs of the modeling community with 2 New York brick-and-mortar store locations in Brooklyn and Long Island, plus their vast array of online items. Shop 24/7 at trainworld.com.